I'm Sangah Noona. In this video, I'm going to share how I practice dynamics with using Hanon. By the way, what's the dynamic in music? I would say simply, you can control the loudness and softness, or the between loudness and softness, everything. Is it enough to understand? I'm bad to explain verbally, but I bet you will get it if I show you this example. No dynamics. Yes, dynamics. So literally, I could control all these 10 fingers. I'm gonna show you how I did it. So basically, I used the only number 1 from the Hanon, which is this. And always practiced with a metronome. You don't need to get a book if you don't have it. Just capture this. Okay, so now we are ready. You have piano, metronome, and you got the pattern in your mind, what they are. So this is the serious thing. I'm going to explain using only my right hand, because left hand will follow the notes, whatever I will play in my right hand. So you got that number 1, 2, 5. Did I say 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Don't think this is 1. Some people get confused. When you see something nice or good music like Sangah Noona, oh, just kidding. You just give thumbs up because you think they're number 1. Maybe not. Thumb is number 1. Remember that, please. Don't think number 1. This is important part. When I practice this Hanon, I always give some accent with different patterns. You will see the pattern. So this is the pattern. 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2. What is that? Right? Simply, I will give accent 1 and 5. 1 and 5. The rest of the other 3 fingers, which is 2, 3, 4, I'll give the softest sound. So always you think 1 and 5 is like really, really loud. It's not just forte. I always think it's fortissimo or cissimo or cississimo or fortissimo if there exists. But anyway, so always do your best to make the accent the loudest sound you can make. And the other 3, make the softest sound as much as you can make, like this. So if I sing it, then I will say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 3, 2. Like that. Like, oh, you feel like, oh, it's so loud. Yes, that's what we are practicing. So you really build your loudness is really loud. Soft, loud, really loud, soft, loud. You ready for pinky? After you did 1 and 5, then we go 1 and 4. So after 1 and 4, and now we're gonna do 1 and 3. After 1 and 3, and 1 and 2. So after you finish 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, then we're going to start 2, 5, 2, 4, 2, 3, like this. After you finished 2, 4. And 2, 3. And after 2, 3, and now we're going to do 3 and 5. After 3 and 5, 3 and 4.
And after 3 and 5, 3 and 4, and we're going to do 4, 5. This is the last one.
Easy, right? Now I'm going to share 3 important things to remember when you practice this Hanon dynamics practice. First, always go with the metronome and starting from tempo 50. And we're going to gradually increase the tempo by 5 or 10, like 50, 55, 60, 65, or 50, 60, 70, 80. It depends. Why slow tempo is important? You can hear each note so you can control all the 10 fingers. That's the point of this practice. So go slow so you can hear it much better. And also important thing, most important thing, please listen carefully and focus on each note what you play. So many people just play the notes and they think they practiced and they are pretty good. I see so many, even professional pianists, they don't listen to themselves what they're doing. There is no situational awareness. They don't know what's happening there. So sad. So if you want to be good on piano or any other instruments, you must listen to yourself. Each note, not just the big picture. No, you have to really care each note, each fingers, what you're doing. So you can control the 10 fingers into the music. Because you're the controller, you're the pianist. If you have zero control here, you cannot make the good music. Absolutely not. So go slow tempo so you can listen much better. First time you feel very frustrated. To be honest, I started actually 35 or 40, I don't remember, but I did really, really slow. Like I felt, do I need to do this like that? Like, oh my goodness. This is absolutely boring. But we need to go through that. Without pain, how can we grow up, right? So starting from 50, it's pretty slow. I don't remember it was 16th or 8th for the rhythm, but I'll take 8th. You finished all the pattern, then go 55, a little bit fast. You don't really feel it. And then eventually you will go like 120, 130. It's up to you. For the fast tempo to practice this dynamics, it's no point. So I wouldn't go more than 120. And you wouldn't go that fast because you will see how many hours you already spent in already 50, 60, 70, even just 50 tempo, you do all the patterns 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2, you will see that. Because number 2 important thing you will remember, that is use all the 88 keys, if you have 88 keys of piano. Some piano or keyboards, they have different keys, 76, 55, but normally we have 88 keys, then use them all. Which I started from the lowest C. And right hand go here. Nope, I'll go up top up here. I spread out 2 hands a little bit farther so I can hear it much better. Listen and you tell me how it's different. Or this. So you can hear right hand and left hand clearly and differently. So I go farther and use all the 88 keys. So starting from here. And then go here. So you use all 88 keys. Number 3 to remember when you practice this dynamics. When I practiced this, number 1, Hanon, I didn't practice in C key. Actually, I did it in D flat major key, which is a half step up. Why I did it? Because, we all feel comfortable in C major scale, whatever we have the music. C key, then, it's easy peasy, right? But when we get like a B, G flat, or D flat, A flat, like a lot of sharps or flats, we feel like a little bit, I wanted to take this practice as advantage to be familiar using all black keys. Instead of C key, I use D flat, so we already have a lot of black keys. It's another option. You can practice in B major or G flat. So you can practice dynamics. Meanwhile, you can feel comfortable to play all black keys. Yes. Yes. So I'm going to show you this whole practice procedure from the lowest and highest in D flat major key and using the tempo 120, but probably I will fast forward in the video. So I just showed you 1 through 5. It took about 6 minutes in tempo 120, only for 1 through 5. 1, 5, 1, 4, 1, 3, 1, 2 pattern. So after you finish, and you're going to do 2, 5, 2, 4, 2, 3, and 3, 5, 3, 4, and 4, 5. Then probably in tempo 120, it will take about 15 minutes, 15 to 20. So if you started from tempo 50, then it's going to be really, really slow. So I'm going to give you a special tip, only to you, because you are still watching this video, because some people, they already left, so they missed this special tip. Oh well, but you are still here, so I'm going to share this special tip. When I practiced this, I always thought the range of numbers from 0 to 100. The 0 is like really nothing, no sound. But 1 is like did you hear it? but there's a really soft sound. And 100 is really the maximum loud sound of this piano, because it depends on the instrument. I understand this piano and also understand the other piano where I perform. That's another skill to have as a pianist, to understand and what kind of piano is, you know. But anyway, so you know from 1 to 100 you can make. Then when I practiced this dynamics, let's use the example, the pattern 1 and 5. So you give one thumb really hard, so the range 100. So you think, so I would think I would give 100 there. And the other softness like a 20 or 30, something like that. So 100, 20, 20, 20, 100, 20, 20, 20. You could think that. But actually what I did was simply I exaggerated. Exaggerated. I always have a hard time to say this word. Exaggerated. So I exaggerated the numbers. When I give the hardest, the maximum, loudest sound, then I don't think it's 100. I think I would give 120 or 130. Because when I try to make 100, then you, audience, will hear just 80 or 90. So if you really want to make 100, then as a pianist, as a player, I should play 120, 130, or 140, more than 100. And the other guys, the next one, which is soft guy, 20. If I think I will give 20, then actually you, audience, will hear like a 30 or 40. So the dynamic range is very flat, but I want to make the really big waves, you know what I mean? So for soft sound, I would make 5. At least I try to give 5, then you will hear 15 and 20. So always try to express exaggerated way. That's the special tip, but I think it's very important because that works into any other performance. Every song when I play, I always think. So when I want to make piano soft sound, then I always think pianissimo or pianissimo, pianissimo, whatever. Zimo. My kids students love to do this. Exaggerate your expression, so your audience will hear your dynamics really animated and alive. Thank you for watching this video, and if you're interested to know how I play dynamically, then watch this. I'll see you in the next video.